This spring, I did a fashion no-buy for 6 weeks. I didn't buy any clothes, accessories, shoes, nothing. And throughout that time, I think working with what I had instead of plotting and finding my next dream thrift wish list item actually made me more aware of the holes in my closet and what wardrobe additions I could actually really use. So I've then spent the time since the no-buy really putting in the work, giving it my all, hunting down those perfect missing wardrobe items. And thus, this collective cumulative thrift haul was born. And while almost all of these pieces are totally new to you, never before seen on the channel, I have already been wearing all of them, which I think is evidence that these are really useful, successful wardrobe additions that add something valuable to my closet. Is this explanation of my goals with these purchases just me trying to justify the fact that I have over 15 items that, because of the no-buy, were really only purchased over the course of like a month and a half? Maybe. It might be. But I genuinely think these items are so realistic and useful for me. And yeah, of course, I'm saving the best pieces, the best category, for the end. Let's just get into it. The first item is just a classic, a blue and white striped cotton button-up. This is such a versatile staple. I kind of can't believe I didn't already have one. What have I been doing? It's comfortable, breathable, I can wear it open or closed, and the stripes are just like that perfect little touch of character that adds a little personality to such a simple piece. I've also recently realized that many of my other pattern button-ups are just too big on me to really function as regular shirts. They kind of only work as overshirts, but this one is quite a relaxed fabric and not so oversized that I can't just wear it closed as a shirt, but also loose and relaxed enough that I can wear it open if I want to. I honestly think I avoided going out of my way to find one of these for such a long time because it just didn't feel like an exciting enough piece, but this is honestly the kind of thing that I'll actually get the most wear out of, and I've had it for less than a month and I've already worn it numerous times. Our next item is another versatile layering piece, this cozy little brown cardigan. Honestly, my purchase of this item was inspired by me trying to come up with more ways to style this pair of pants. And I just thought they would look good with a brown pullover sweater, but then I was like, okay, Liz, be real. You don't really like all neutral outfits and most of your pants are neutral. And then I realized the perfect solution was to go with a brown cardigan instead, because I can wear it with patterned pants, but since it's a cardigan that I can wear open and layer with other shirts, I can also wear it with neutral pants if I get some color with my shirt on the top half. Genius, I know. And this has actually also already gotten more use than I expected. It's very versatile and a great way to add some warmth and coziness to an outfit. Next, I've been wanting more fun, interesting tops in different colors because virtually all of my fun, interesting blouses and tops are white. So when I found this funky little red top, I was thrilled. It's elevated, it's unique, it's in a color I like to wear, and it's comfortable. What more could you ask for? It is honestly shockingly difficult to find the pieces you actually want in a fabric that's actually comfortable at the thrift store. That could be a whole video topic in and of itself, but that's not why we're here today. I love the ruching on the bottom half of this top. It adds such a cool texture and detail, and I also find it really flattering on my body. I love how it looks on me. Then of course, I love the puff sleeves, one of my favorite features, and there are some more puff sleeves to come in this video. And I also love this little ruffle along the neckline. That's actually another little feature that I have really been looking to add to my wardrobe for like interesting layering possibilities. So this is kind of checking off like multiple wish list items in one. On the topic of colorful blouses, I did actually also make one. I already have a whole video on it, so I won't talk about it too much here, but here she is. She's so beautiful. I love her. I made her out of a thrifted bedsheet. And if you want to see more of this shirt and how I made it, the video will be linked up there. Now, while I'm delighted to have those fun, colorful blouses in my wardrobe, I did also add just one more puffy white blouse to my collection. And listen, this one is different, okay? There's a reason for it. This one has short puff sleeves and a Peter Pan collar. And my other white blouses with a Peter Pan collar have long sleeves. And I'm very glad to have those in my wardrobe too, but this was just the missing puzzle piece for my white blouse outfit concoctions. This was the rare missing ingredient that will bring my outfit potions to the next level. And again, it's a good fit, it's cotton, it's adorable and comfortable. I also like that the sleeves are like cute and puffy, but still small enough to easily layer under something like a jacket or a cardigan. With some of my other puff sleeve blouses, if I cover the puff sleeves, that kind of defeats the purpose. But with this one, the collar and the buttons are also really cute. So even if you can't see the sleeves, I still think the top adds something great to the outfit. Okay, this next item is sort of a two-parter, actually. It's my last blouse edition, and it is a black puff sleeve blouse. or rather 2 black puff sleeve blouses. Here's the thing. I have all those white ones I love, so I thought I should add some black. It's equally neutral, but easier to keep clean. So first, I found this one, and it's cute. I like it. But once I started wearing it, I realized the sleeves are not great at staying up on your shoulders, and the elastic on one of them is more stretched out than the other one. So the sleeves often sort of slide out of place and end up uneven. And then, like 2 months later, I found this black puff sleeve blouse, which fits better and is just a much cuter blouse, in my opinion. It's also from And Other Stories, kind of a nice brand to find in the thrift store. So I thought this would be an ideal replacement for the other one. But the thing is, this one is just slightly less comfortable. So now I don't know what to do. Do I keep this one? That one? Both? Neither? I've worn them both, so I'm just keeping both for now, but please weigh in the comments. Before our next category, I want to mention that this is of course a thrift haul because I buy clothes pretty much exclusively secondhand at this point to put my values of sustainability into practice. And that is also why I'm so excited to be partnering with Wild again for this video. Wild creates natural, refillable deodorant with no single-use plastic, and it keeps me smelling fresh every day. Seriously, I use it every day. I switched at the beginning of this year and I have been loving it ever since. I love that this is a small part of my everyday routine that minimizes waste by using compostable refills. And it also just like feels like a little luxury in my day to have such nice scents and use my little aluminum case. I feel like often choosing sustainability means making a sacrifice, but in this case, it's actually a more pleasant experience, at least for me. And they also do refillable body wash that I just got to try out for the first time. It is in my shower right now, and I love it. I'm specifically a huge fan of the mint and aloe vera scent. It's just like so fresh and delicious smelling. Highly recommend. So if, like me, you want to switch to a more sustainable option for deodorant or body wash, you can use my code BEEPWORLD for 20% off. The code doesn't last forever, by the way. So if you're interested, now might be the time. So click that link or scan that QR code. All right, now let's talk about the bottoms I've thrifted recently. Starting with kind of the dream trendy Pinterest girl thrift find to end all dream trendy Pinterest girl thrift finds. These red gingham pants. I honestly wasn't even looking for these, even though I absolutely love the look. I just thought they were too specific and too popular for me to expect to find at the thrift store, so I didn't even have it written down in my Notes app thrift list, despite literally having this photo on my thrifting mood board under the category of colorful pattern pants. We did it, Joe. What a find. I love the pattern. I love the cut. I love the fabric. How rare to find all of those qualities in one piece. And honestly, I never thrift pants I can't try on because I just have no faith that they will fit right. But I was with my boyfriend at the thrift store and he enabled me and told me I should just take the risk and try them out, as any good boyfriend would. And lo and behold, he was right. They have worked out beautifully. The waist is ever so slightly too big, but nothing that a belt can't fix. And I think these actually must be quite old vintage sizing because the size on the tag is way further off from my size than how they actually fit. So just goes to show the size on the tag at the thrift store is not always reflective of the actual measurements. So it's always worth measuring or trying on if you can. Next up, we are back to more of a simple classic staple, a plain black midi skirt. I already own one other plain black midi skirt, which is why I have never bought a second one, because I was like, that's it, one is enough. But I have recently come to terms with the fact that while I love the structure and style and design of the other one, I don't really love how it looks on me. It's a little shorter than I would like. The waistline is a little weird. It's a little more fitted. I am planning on hanging onto it because it's cool and unique and interesting, but it requires a little more styling. It's just not the comfy throw on and go everyday black skirt that I wish it were. And so now I have this one, which I just like the look of more on my body and find easier to wear. And wear it I shall. I promise you, I live in skirts like this in the spring and summer. Finally, the last bottoms I did actually already talk about in last week's video, but they are these baggy cargo jorts. Like I said last week, I got them with that video in mind, but I have also been on the hunt for some longer, looser, baggy jean shorts since at least last spring. And these are just everything to me. They're so comfy and lightweight. I love the little detail of the cargo pockets. These just have such a fun, casual, cool vibe, and I know I will be wearing them all summer. Okay, now I want to get into some more casual tops. And first, I will just re-mention this yellow embroidered graphic tee that I also got for last week's video. I have realized recently I have a severe dearth of graphic tees, especially compared to what I once had. I think because they keep slowly deteriorating and then I have to get rid of them and then I don't replace them. And now my once glorious graphic tee collection has dwindled quite pitifully. So I'm trying to re-add in just a couple more, and I think this is the perfect one to start with. I did also realize that I actually said in another recent video that a current fashion trend that I am skipping this season is butter yellow, and then I almost immediately went out and bought this butter yellow t-shirt. So I don't know, maybe I was subconsciously influenced, but I will say I did not get this because of the color. The color is neutral to me. It's not that I hate it, it's just that I'm not gonna seek it out intentionally. But I think I just liked this shirt already, and the color was just sort of there. Okay, our next top is actually the only item I haven't worn yet, and that's because it's more of a cold weather item, but it is just this striped long sleeve t-shirt. One gap I have recently noticed in my wardrobe is more fitted skin tight t-shirts. Almost all my long sleeve tops are looser. And come cooler weather, I really wanted some more skin tight tops that will be easy to layer. So when I just happened upon this one with a color scheme and design that I am really into, I picked it up in advance. And another key theme in this video, it is so soft and comfortable. Finally, our last top is just this super simple basic blue tank top. I realized I have a lot of basic black and white tank tops. So I have spent a surprisingly long time looking for just like a basic solid colored tank top. Ideally a couple, but so far I have come across just this one. And I like the fit, I like the color, and I like the fabric. That's all I need. I thought this would be a great fit in my wardrobe for just like super casual, comfortable, everyday outfits for the summer heat. Now we're gonna move into some accessories and shoes, I guess. I never know if shoes are in the accessories category, but that's where we're starting. These brown lace-up ankle boots. I have black boots very similar to these that I wear basically every single day in the colder months. But in the past year or so, I've gotten more into using brown as a neutral instead of always just going with black. I find it warmer and less harsh. This is all to say, I've been trying to get brown versions of some of my black wardrobe staples, and these fit that to a T. I also really enjoyed the little buckle detail on these ones. It somehow makes it feel like a little more badass, but also a little more rustic at the same time. It's giving like biker and equestrian, which I am very into. And they just feel like such a versatile everyday shoe, but just with like that slightest bit of character that makes them feel a little more like charming and quaint almost. In a similar vein, I also finally just thrifted a brown everyday belt. Previously, I had 2 decorative belts and just one everyday belt, and that one is black and also not that cute. So this was a very necessary addition. I've also realized recently, as I've started offering personal styling services, which I will have linked in the description, by the way, if you're interested, you can check them out. I've realized that when styling other people, I feel the need to complete a lot of outfits with a belt. It's just a great way to tie an outfit together and communicate your style a little more through the style of the belt. But my belt game is extremely weak. So that is something I would love to expand further, but this is my first edition, a functional and stylish belt. The dream. Our last accessory is a piece of jewelry, this silver chunky necklace that has a little like ball charm at the center. I think I actually mentioned in my last trends I'm loving right now video that I have been super into chunky necklaces that fall a little higher up, kind of like this one I'm wearing right now. But I didn't have any silver, only gold or like multicolored. But I wear a lot of both silver and gold jewelry, especially earrings. So now I have a simple go-to gold necklace and a simple go-to silver necklace. This one has a little more edge too, which makes me feel cooler and more powerful when I wear it. Now, finally, we are onto the most thrilling category of all, dresses. Starting with this long sleeve plaid baby doll dress. Incredible. Gorgeous. Reminds me of a dress my mom would have put me in for Christmas as a child, which, if you saw my last video, you know is the highest compliment. I love a baby doll cut. I love the plaid. And this dress is also 100% cotton flannel. So it is just like the comfiest, coziest dress. The silhouette, colors, pattern, fabric, texture, fit, everything about this is so up my alley. It's also originally made well, so you know, nice and brand, has me feeling a little fancy, and I can see why it's pricier because the quality of this feels so good. I mean, just the fabric alone is like no other dress I own. This to me is the perfect fall winter item because it's so cozy, but I have already worn it this spring as well, and it is supposed to be up to like 80 or 90 degrees this week, which is a little sick and twisted, but I'm hoping I can get 1 or 2 more wears out of this on cooler days before the summer really hits. And then, of course, for many falls and winters to come. Next up, we have more of a summer piece, this khaki green midi dress. I have really been on the hunt for more just like casual, everyday, sleeveless midi dresses that will be easy and comfy to throw on and go in the summer. And honestly, it's been harder than I expected to thrift things that fit that brief. But folks, this is her. It is so stretchy, comfy, and breathable. I love the sort of baby doll shape. The pin tucking is a really cool detail that adds just some great texture and like dimension. And I wear a lot of green, so if you're wondering if this has already become a go-to throw on and go dress that I have worn multiple times this spring, the answer is yes. And finally, we have the item I am most excited about. That might just be because it's one of the newest ones that I got the most recently, but it is this ditzy floral spaghetti strap midi dress. Like I said, I have been looking for more easy breezy sleeveless midi dresses for the summer, and this is just everything I love. The colors, the pattern, the cut, the fit. Like, the last dress was something really practical and comfy for every day. I know I'll get a lot of wear out of both, but this one is just something I feel really excited about. It feels more expressive of me and my style, and also just like a little more stylish and chic. It makes me feel pretty to wear. It's also like a comfortable, casual, everyday item, but it's like the perfect dreamy version of that basic that I've been searching for forever. I actually had kind of a similar dress, but with more of a pink and purple color scheme, and I loved everything about that one except the colors, so I ended up giving it to my sister, and she has already been wearing it and giving it a new life, which I am so happy to see. I just needed a more me version of the summer floral spaghetti strap dress, and this is it. Please let me know what you think of these pieces in the comments, which ones were your favorites, any thrift finds you've been excited about lately. Again, if you want to try out Wild's natural refillable deodorant or body wash, you can use my link in the description and use code BEEPWORLD for 20% off. And if you want to check out my personal styling services, that is also linked in the description, along with my Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy shop, and TikTok, which I barely use, but it's there. Oh, and I heard if you leave a comment, watch another video like this one right here, and subscribe to my channel, you will have as much success thrifting those everyday items missing from your wardrobe as I have in the past month or two.